So
Mhm.
I live in this little bubble in Denver, Colorado, where marijuana seems very legal, and it is here, but it is still federally illegal in 2018. And so as a result of that, marijuana companies cannot be publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And so we are still privately owned and held, and that's it. It's just myself and my one other business partner. So at this point, it's very difficult for anyone to make an investment in marijuana companies without being an owner who's on license, and it's not as easy as go on your Robinhood and buy some stock for a Colorado Harvest Company, because we're not traded that way. Do I think in the next few years that will change? Absolutely. I think all these companies will be able to have IPOs and go public and play in that sector if they choose to do that, or stay privately held. But today, it's not really possible. You can make an investment in the bottles, in the security companies, in the website designs, in I don't know, any of the ancillary products that surround the cannabis companies, but to actually invest in the company, it's not possible today.
So you mean to tell me all the companies that people are seeing out there, all these marijuana companies, these new penny stock companies, these companies out there that are like, hey, we're marijuana, leading marijuana industry, they're not really marijuana companies per se.
So they're playing in a gray area right there. And there are also now companies that are traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange, like Canopy Growth, and you can jump into those companies. And I noticed that Canopy is now being traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And so I'm not exactly sure how they're navigating through all of that, because Colorado Harvest Company would not be allowed to just become a publicly traded company at this point.
Wow. Okay,
As a matter of fact, it would even be difficult for someone to invest in Colorado Harvest Company who was not a resident of Colorado, much less just purchasing stock.
So someone want to invest in your company, they would have to be a resident of Colorado.
They would.
Wow.
The rules just loosened up a little bit. Now they can be a minority shareholder and not be a resident. But to be a majority shareholder, you do have to be a resident of the state.